Back about 9 months ago in this exact parking lot, I hit one of my lowest moments of this work year. I remember coming back from work to the station and I went into my car and I just cried. I had never before been so bad at something where no matter how hard I was trying, no matter like what mindset I was going to work with every morning, it just wasn't working out. I was a bit ashamed of myself, to be honest. It felt like I just couldn't do anything right. I had never struggled as much as I did in this lab situation. I remember being in this car, in this lot, and just thinking, what should I do? Should I stay in this lab? Should I go find a new job? And I wasn't in the best environment because there wasn't a lot of encouragement. It felt like it was always just, hey, you're doing this wrong, this needs to be better. And it didn't seem like there was a lot of support or a lot of like belief in me. But over time I started to realize that it was just something that everybody in this lab was experiencing. Everybody seemed a little bit stagnant, no matter how good of a scientist they were. But despite these initial challenges and struggles and me hitting this like invisible door that just wouldn't bulge no matter how much pressure I applied to it, I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to give up on myself, and I didn't want to stop trying. And admittedly, I got a lot better over time. Obviously, I'm not perfect. I'm not as good as some of the people who have been at this for like 10 years. I've only been in that lab for a year. And even though I'm not at the level that they're at, I got so much better at these fundamentals just from sticking in this situation and giving it my all. Despite all the dreadful Mondays, despite all the times that I came out of lab and it was like, what did I even accomplish today? And it paid off in a lot of self-growth and a lot of just confidence in myself, and knowing that even if I'm in a difficult situation, facing kind of adverse conditions, I know I can make it out. I know I can climb out of the lion's den. There is this TV series called The Bear, where it is a fast-paced cooking show. And in one of the episodes, they send the baker, who is from Chicago, to Amsterdam to work with a colleague of his current boss. And they send the baker over there to learn new ways to bake, to add different items to his menu, and to just improve his skills overall. And in this episode, there is a scene where the baker asks him, have you ever been this bad at something? Did you ever really suck at something? How did you get better? And the teacher tells him, I was previously the best at where I was. And I went to a new kitchen at one of the best places in the world. And that's where I realized that I wasn't as good as I thought I was. And he mentioned working with somebody who just outworked him, who was a lot more talented than him. And that's when he realized that maybe he wasn't the best. And there came a point in time where he realized that he wasn't going to actually catch up with him. But he was like, you know what? I'm going to follow this person around. Even though I'm struggling in this completely new place, I'm going to follow him around and I'm going to try to beat him. And he didn't end up beating him, but he got so much better. The baker asked him, did you ever regret that decision? He's like, hell no. I got so much better than I could have ever imagined getting. And that was all because he allowed himself to struggle. He allowed himself to be number two to this baker that was a lot better than him. And because he was in this challenging environment and he didn't choose to leave, he got a lot better. So do not underestimate what you're capable of. You may find yourself in a tough place where you don't know anything and you feel incompetent. But if you stay with it, you can go from clueless to competent. Like I said earlier, I'm still not perfect at everything that can be done in the lab. But I've gotten so much better just because I decided to stick with it. Even if it's a really tough situation, but you feel like there is a lot you can learn in that place, it may be worth it in the end. You're also going to be in a place that's really stressful. So make sure you have a good support system around you. For me, I leaned a lot on my mom this year. I really needed her. I needed the support of my girlfriend. I needed to go out with friends sometimes to just get away from it, to not go crazy. It's in these moments that are so dire that we find out who we really are. And when our back is against the wall and there's no easy way out, what will you prove yourself to be? But yeah, I have a week left, so I'm really excited about it. It's been a really tough year, but it's been rewarding in terms of how much I've learned, how much I've grown in this short amount of time. Would I do it again? I mean, with a lot of convincing, I probably would, but it was a year for the books. Happy that it's over. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be the only tough situation. I'm gonna be put in a lot of other places where I don't know nothing, and it seems overwhelming because there's so many things that can be done, like so many different things to learn, and we're gonna go through it again. It's gonna happen again. That's life. We're always gonna find ourselves being a novice, somehow, some way, whether it's a hobby, whether it's work, but you'll get through it. If y'all watched The Bear, what did y'all think about it? It's a show I really liked. Let me know what you thought about it. Comment below what you thought was good about it if you have watched it. If you stayed all the way to the end of the video, man, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing. Consider hitting the like if you liked the video. It's about to be the start of the summer. I'm really excited for some of the ideas I really want to execute. I've been thinking about summer video ideas since March, so they've been flowing. I promise you that. And they're coming. Soon enough, they're coming. But thank you for the continued support. Please stay tuned, and I'll catch you on the next one.